G'day guys, it's David from Be Skill Be Fit. Welcome back to our next masterclass. So this week's masterclass is going to be passing, so netball passing, basketball passing. So grab a drink bottle. I'm going to go to the van, grab some gear, and we'll get started. So I've grabbed a netball, I've grabbed a bouncy play ball, got a basketball, and I've also got a little school ball. So, and then a few of our markers, our recycle bottles, our socks and things that we can use to mark standing. So with our netball, so you can use any type of ball, we're going to start with our chest pass. Okay, so we want our hands behind the ball, thumbs behind the ball, elbows out. Now, I've set up my table that we used for our kicking a couple of weeks ago. I've set that up on its side. I've angled it back so it's going to come back to me. So you might have a brick wall, something like that at home that you can use. Make sure you check with your parents, make sure you check with the adults if that's okay. All right, so we're going to come in nice and close to start. Fingers spread out behind the ball, elbows out. Now remember, we want to step, that's where we get our power from. So we want to step towards our target and have our elbows out to the side, and I'm going to push with both hands. Elbows out to the side, and push with both hands. Remember, my fingers are pointing at my target, the same with when we did our footy passing. Our fingers end up pointing towards our target. It's exactly the same. So we're going to step and push. Okay, so I want you to try that. So you can get in nice and close. You can come back further. You want it to be able to come back to you on the chest. Remember, we're doing a chest pass. We want to try and hit somebody on the chest so it's a good, nice, solid pass. So let's do 5. Then we'll move on to our next spot. Okay, so step, push with both hands. Back, make sure our fingers are pointing towards our target. Step and push. Come back. Make sure we step and push. Coming straight back to us. Remember, our hands got to point towards our target and our eyes are looking at our target. So step and push. Step and push. We'll do one more. Okay, so remember when we did our throwing. Okay, so if I'm right-handed, I step with my left foot. Okay, so I'm right-handed. Right hand is my dominant hand. Same when I'm doing my chest pass. I'm using both hands, but I'm stepping with my left foot forward and pushing with both hands. Okay, so remember, those hands are very important, that they point to your target and your eyes are looking at your target also. So step and push. Alright, so we can adjust it. We can come in nice and close. We can grab a couple of markers here. And a couple of our odd socks. Haven't put them back yet. Make sure you put your ones back, or they'll never find their friends again. And we'll set up a little drill here, where we're going to do some short ones, some medium ones, and some longer ones. We're going to have to move in and out and do it. So we can come up to the first one, do a quick pass, jog back, quick pass, jog back. Okay, and then we can run up to the first one. Jog back. Remember, we're stepping towards our target, pushing with both hands. Okay, so we can go through that. So short ones, we can do some nice fast ones in here. So we're stepping and pushing, come back, step, step. And then we can do our long ones. We've got to push harder, make sure it comes all the way back. Okay, so that's our chest pass. Remember, we need to step forward. We don't get as much power if we have our feet standing still and we're not stepping, so we need to step towards our target, elbows out, and push with both hands. Make sure we've got our fingers spread behind the ball for our chest pass. All right, let's also, while we're here, I'll just move the socks. We can also go a little bit side to side. So if you're using a wall like I am, okay, we can push to the side and come across. Push to the side and come across. Okay, it gets us moving. Remember, we're still stepping towards the wall. I'm still pushing with my hands towards my target. But I'm pushing it at a bit of an angle, so I've got to move side to side. Okay, we want to start moving. So we're getting practice in catching. We're getting practice in our passing as well. So really good, nice, sharp chest passes so that they can get to their target. Okay, so the next sort of pass that we can move on to is our lob pass. So our technique is exactly the same. So we're still going to step towards our target. We're going to have our fingers spread and our elbows out and our ball at our chest. And instead of pushing straight out for our chest pass, we're going to pretend that there's somebody in the middle there, and we're going to go over their head. Okay, so we're going to be pushing up and over. Make sure we're stepping and push up and over. Push up and over. Remember that we still want to step, we still want to be looking at our target, and we want to be pushing up with our hands so it's going over. So you might have something you can put in here. Maybe you could get your dog to sit here. Maybe you can get someone tall like your parents or a friend to stand in the middle. Get them to put their hands up and wave and try and stop you. And then see if you can pass the ball up and over their head. Now what I want you to really practice is still push with both hands. Try not to bring it back to one shoulder. Okay? So really try and push from our chest up and over and step and push so we get the power. We don't want to go up to one shoulder and try and do it because we don't have as much control. Okay, so that's our lob pass. Up and over. So we don't want the person in the middle to get it. It's like we're playing piggy in the middle. Up and over. Make sure we're stepping. Make sure our hands are still pointing towards our target so the ball's going where we want it to go. So that's our lob pass. So remember, our technique is exactly the same. Next type of pass that we could do is a bounce pass. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit more tricky here for me where I am in my spot, but we will make do. So it's exactly the same for our bounce pass. Elbows out to the side, fingers spread behind the ball. I'm going to step and I'm going to bounce the ball down and into the wall. Okay, so come a little bit closer, bounce the ball down and into the wall. The angle that I've got it set up, it's not going to come back that well for me, but that's okay. Bounce it down into the ground. Now, it's really important for our bounce pass. We're watching, I've stepped, looking at my target. I'm still pushing from my chest. I'm not lifting my hands up and throwing the ball down into the ground. Okay, we're not throwing it in like a soccer throw. I'm not throwing it down from out in front of me. I'm pushing from my chest down into the ground and still have my hands facing towards my target. So practice your bounce pass. Okay, push that ball away from you. Practice your chest pass straight out in front. Practice your lob pass up and over. Remember, fingers behind the ball, elbows out. Make sure we step each time. And go through and practice those drills. Close ones, further away, different distances, different speeds. Have someone in the middle that's trying to intercept it and stop you from making your pass. We need nice, good, sharp, clean passes so they're going to get to their target. Alright, the next one that we can do is our shoulder pass. Okay, now sometimes we might be wanting to do a long pass. We're not going to make it with our chest pass. We're not going to make it with our lob pass. We're not going to make it with our bounce pass. So we can go up to our shoulder pass. So I'm going to come back further. Okay, so I can come up onto my shoulder, my left hand. So my dominant hand's my right one. My left hand can come up to support it, but then I'm throwing with my right hand. So I get more power and I can throw it further. I'm still stepping with my my left foot towards the target. I'm still watching my target. This left hand is just helping support the ball, and then as I take it off, my left hand comes through towards my target as well for our shoulder pass. So we can practice some shoulder pass. So we're stepping. Okay, so you can try different distances. We can be in nice and close for our shoulder pass. We can be further away. And then we can mix it up and do our chest pass, our bounce pass, our lob pass, our shoulder pass, and you can do all different types of passes to make it harder. With your shoulder pass, really good also to practice with your other hand. Okay, you might be really stuck in a corner in a game somewhere and you can't face this way and you're facing this way, but you can use your left hand. So practice with your left hand as well, which is my non-dominant side. So remember, with our kicking, we did our left foot and our right foot. We want to practice both sides all the time. So practice some with your left hand. Okay, elbow up nice and high, right behind the ball. Make sure I'm stepping, so I'm rocking forward, so my weight's coming forward. And we can practice our left one, we can practice our right one. We can alternate from side to side. Okay, and get stronger. Really nice, short, sharp passes, our chest pass. And we can go back further. And we can practice our shoulder pass. Okay, so lots and lots of practice. Our chest pass, our bounce pass, our lob pass, and our shoulder passes. Remember, get someone to help you. You can maybe even run while you're passing and do it like a netball drill. But if you've got a wall or something where you can practice by yourself, lots and lots and lots of practice. Keep doing little challenges, move yourself back further, all those sort of things. Make it a little bit harder for yourself. Keep practicing, and that's how you're going to get better. So when you're in a game situation and somebody's chasing you and you're under pressure, you've got really good solid technique, and that's when you get great success. Great success. Okay, so for our passing, remember we used the netball today, or I used the netball today, but at the start we got out the basketball, we got out the soft play ball, we got out the little skill ball. Any of those balls that you've got at home to be able to use, you can use at home. So practice with what you've got. That's the most important thing. The most important thing is you get out there, you give it a go, you practice, and really develop and learn your technique. Now, just before we go, our joke for the week is, what has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.